We heard from Levi and Howdy just a few minutes ago, and
I hope someone checks that glove.
Right.
We'll hear from Dan Joseph first. We'll see him in action against Levi Shapiro.
All right, folks, welcome back to the program. We are mere moments away from a television championship matchup, joined at this time by United Television Champion Dan Joseph. Dan, you put that title on the line in mere moments against Levi Shapiro. Do you have a strategy against that glove, against the gloved hand, the claw of Levi Shapiro?
Yeah, the claw. I got a strategy. Listen, I've been training with a C-clamp on my head all week, just tightening those screws, tightening them every day, getting ready for Levi to just put his hand there. But his hands, they're not the only ones that I'm going to be watching out for. Because the last time, Howdy, you got those little sausage fingers through the ropes, grabbed my foot, you almost cost me the match. Not happening this time. You're going to have a broken hoof if you try it again. Levi, I'm coming for you right now, buddy.
That match is coming up right now. Good luck, Dan. Let's go to Todd.
Well, if you got no money, don't say howdy. If you got no honeys, don't say howdy. And if you're a big dummy, don't say howdy. But if you want a great howdy, come say howdy. Oh! Get all the shots, get the befores when we're the story being told. The great Levi Shapiro and Howdy Price is marching into the theater of conflict. And then get the shots, get the close-ups, get the lights ready for when we walk away with that beautiful television championship. Howdy!
Howdy Price setting the stage for his man, Levi Shapiro. Another shot at the United Television title. High stakes matchup coming your way on Championship Wrestling. There you see the champion, a people's champion, and the United Television champion, Dan Joseph, my former broadcast colleague. A couple big title defenses, including a previous one against his very opponent, Levi Shapiro.
That's right, but he's got a tough task. Levi's been in the ring with him once. Obviously, he won that match by DQ, TK, and now he gets that shot again. He's focused, but you gotta wonder, is Buddy Royal in the back of his mind?
Dan Joseph,
thinking about Royal.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Dan Joseph, a lot of momentum, a lot of questions that will be answered in this matchup. Here to set the stage, Adnan Qureshi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United Television Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Being come to the ring by Howdy Price. From Richmond, California, weighing in at 212 pounds. Timeless, Levi Shapiro. And introducing the champion from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 204 pounds. Here's the United Television Champion, Dan Joseph.
Stage is set, big fight, feel United Television Championship on the line, but a question has to be answered as well, guys, and asked for Dan Joseph. A lot of momentum. Successful title defense over Ice Williams, very impressive. Victory along with Watts over Static, but then along with Watts paid the price. Vicious attack by Static on Dan Joseph. Do you think he's 100% coming into this title matchup?
You know, that beatdown that he got from Static definitely put some miles on his body leading up to this fight. Something that I'm wondering is, what has Dan done differently in his training since this last matchup? Because he was losing that last matchup against Levi Shapiro. So I'd like to see him do something different this time if he wants to take home the W.
And of course, we've seen how devastating that claw hold can be. It's one move. That claw hold goes on Dan Joseph, it's over. We have a new champ, Todd.
No doubt about it. And we heard earlier, we saw in the back, gifted a brand new glove for this championship matchup was Levi Shapiro by Howdy Price. So he's sporting some new hardware, but will he sport the United Television Championship after this high-stakes matchup? Champion one step ahead of the challenger there.
Ooh,
One thing you gotta wonder about the new glove is what kind of mojo does it have? That last glove got him all the way to this championship match. This new glove, who knows what it's gonna get him?
Dan Joseph, oh, quick roll up. Good mat wrestling by Dan Joseph. Another close fall there, Troop.
Absolutely, you can tell Dan Joseph has been working on his collegiate style wrestling for this matchup.
Does have a extensive amateur background. Does the champion Dan Joseph. Hammerlock there. Neither one of these guys makes a lot of mistakes. They're going to probably keep it pretty rudimentary early on. Really wrenching on that hammerlock is Shapiro. Looking for the headlock to counter the champion. Headlock takeover, beautifully done. Great grappling, as you mentioned, into the head scissors.
Yeah, good reversal there by Shapiro, taking control. You see Dan Joseph trying to get momentum, trying to get some leverage.
Dan did an awesome job of getting back on top there. Wrestling, you always want to be the top position above your opponent. Then he's moving your weight. You don't have to move him off of you.
I like it. Excellent point. And out of the scramble, the champion coming up with that side headlock. And now going to the rear waistlock, which has been a weapon. Look at grabbing the official. That low blow not detected.
That's one of the problems with the belly to back like that. If the official can't see the low blow.
Can't call what you can't see, and a huge advantage in the early going in this matchup. You can question the tactics, but certainly finding a way to open that door offensively.
That's right, Levi Shapiro very aggressive early on. Look at their Howdy Price on the outside. Interfering, choking Dan Joseph.
Grabbing at those eyes like he's grabbing for biscuits. Are you kidding me? And now the drop toe hold, and the champion unable to defend himself. Probably can't even see at this point.
That was a brutal stomp there. A stomp like that's not allowed in mixed martial arts for a reason, because it's such a damaging strike.
Oh. And now into the elbow. And here's where Levi Shapiro is so dangerous. He can change the pace. He can slow and absolutely grind his way to victory and try and take the crowd out of this thing as well.
This is a mean choke. He's under the chin. He is absolutely restricting Dan Joseph's breathing right now.
Levi Shapiro again taking control of the contest. Like you said, TK, both guys who are going to be careful, not trying to make too many mistakes here in the type of offense they present.
Champ gets back to a vertical base. It will take a little bit of effectiveness out of that choke if he can get some air. Beautiful takedown though, and now cinching it in. And can really work this neck crank into a pin, perhaps. That's what he's going for. The bridge attempt by the champion. Getting that right shoulder out of there.
Dan doing a good job fighting back to his feet.
We got to go to a break. This championship match continues after this.
Hey, are you looking to raise money for your school, nonprofit, or youth sports team?
Tag team with Championship Wrestling.
Oh yeah, bring live pro wrestling to your event or fundraiser.
For more information, go to championshipwrestlingmemphis.com and click contact.
Looking for a new wrestling podcast? Listen to Brian Trammell and the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Available on your favorite podcast providers at stspod.club.
Get your Evolution comic books at hthmemphis.org.
COVID-19 is spreading, but here are some tips you can do to protect yourself.
Wash your hands often.
Keep a social distance of at least 3 feet.
Cough into your elbow.
Your face, don't touch it.
And of course, if you feel sick, stay home. Let's all do our part to flatten the curve.
Championship Wrestling joins forces with Grind City Designs to bring you the all-new Championship Wrestling shop. All styles, all sizes, featuring the legends of classic Memphis wrestling. Pickup or delivery.
Hey
folks, John Roberts from the United Wrestling Network, and boy, do we have new and exciting things for you. We've got all kinds of brand new content for you that comes out every single week on The Push.
Winning the title was awesome out there. The crowd's energy, you know, you feel all that excitement.
We dig into the vault for Heritage Hall.
More bang for the buck. Yes.
And we also hear from the main man himself, Mr. David Marquez. He's going to let you know all about the Marquez mentality.
A lot of people joke that I'm the king of studio wrestling.
Coast to coast and around the globe, this is Championship.
It's not that I thought studio wrestling was the answer.
We're bringing you all kinds of new and exciting content every single week. So make sure you give us a follow at United Wrestling, at United Wrestling Network, and click that thumbs up, click the like, click the subscribe, because you never know what's going to come next.
This portion of Championship Wrestling is presented by Platinum Jewelers.
I love Platinum Jewelers, and a diamond is a girl's best friend. Platinum Jewelers carries the most beautiful bracelets and necklaces like what I'm wearing right now. And they also carry new and pre-owned high-end watches.
Man, they've always got me looking my sharpest. My guys out there looking to get engaged, look no further than Platinum Jewelers. They can work within your budget.
Visit them today at one of their convenient locations in Memphis.
Levi Shapiro is a thinking man's wrestler. Always thinking in there, will always find a way to get that advantage. And right now, you mentioned last time out, the champion was fighting from underneath as well, Blake, and that's the case here as Dan Joseph in big-time trouble and his title in jeopardy. Power slam into the cover, no wasted motion, only a count of 2. Tough uphill battle for the champion here.
Absolutely. Levi's definitely been getting the advantage by landing a bunch of strikes. Dan Joseph came out doing some good amateur wrestling, but after that low blow, he's just been fighting up from the bottom.
What a shot.
Big wide open right hand with that glove, and who knows? I got to question if that glove was checked over by the official before.
I don't think the referee checked the glove, TK. Now Dan Joseph getting back to a vertical base, but again, Levi Shapiro, look at this now. Both men just exchanging strikes in the center of the ring.
Man, am I the only one that thinks it's a little questionable that that glove comes into play right before this big title matchup out of nowhere? Big shot though again. And down goes the champion, who cannot get anything going, can't get out of the blocks offensively. Big headbutt, no rest for the wicked here into the cover, and coming closer and closer to taking home the gold is Shapiro.
That headbutt was brutal. That's another attack that's not allowed in mixed martial arts competition.
I'll tell you what, Troop, I'll tell you what, TK, Shapiro has really been impressive in this matchup.
And look at this, are you kidding me? Insult to injury. What's this, Texas two-step out there? Howdy Price? Or is it more like the March of the Penguins?
Well, listen, Dan Joseph got to a vertical base. You saw how quickly Howdy Price scurried away.
Yeah. Back in, though. And quite frankly, this is where Shapiro wants Dan Joseph. He can't win the title on the outside. What a slugfest here, given as good as they get.
Absolutely, I love watching two guys go toe-to-toe.
Oh, the claw! He's got it! He's got it! Just like that, lightning fast, TK.
And really wrenching in. There you see it, using that added leverage, bracing the wrist.
Could we be? No, Dan Joseph just escaped in the nick of time.
Oh, look at the distance here. Dan Joseph closes the gap.
Explodes off the turnbuckle with a giant clothesline.
Both guys are down. Who wants it more? Who's getting up first?
We know how bad, we know the heart that Dan Joseph possesses, the heart of the champion. We know how bad he wants it.
Wait a minute. He's doing something with that glove. I think he's loading that glove or something. And now the official, I don't think detected it. What did he do? But nullified there. Fumble on the play as the champion was able to block, but Shapiro was up to no good somehow.
I think you're right, TK. Yeah, he was stuffing something in that glove. Dan Joseph better watch out.
Backbreaker. Dan Joseph, though, the champion, is rolling here. Hold on.
We got Buddy Royal on the outside now, and I don't think Dan Joseph knows what's in that glove, TK.
Into the cover.
Putting some...
Ooh, only a 2 count.
Putting some type of object inside your glove is such an advantage. It can do so much damage to your opponent when you strike.
Not to mention it's
wait.
blatantly illegal.
He's got that claw again. Again, something is in that glove. We don't know what it is.
could be anything. It could be weighted. It could be, who knows, some sort of chemical. We don't know what tricks this guy has up his sleeve. Buddy Royal, though, has got his attention right now. Dan Joseph with the roll-up. Dan Joseph with the roll-up. The champ does it.
Here is your winner, and still United Television Champion, Dan Joseph.
Dan Joseph, still your TV champion. Got to give the assist to Buddy Royal coming on the outside to stop whatever chicanery Levi Shapiro had in mind.
Whole lot of moving parts in that one. And I'll tell you, that United Championship fits Dan Joseph.
Cut the music. I'm sorry, Dan. Congratulations, but cut the music. Shapiro, if you think you're going to get up on people using a loaded glove, you got another thing coming. The first time that may have worked, that's shame on me. The second time, it's going to be shame on you. This is how it's going to work from here on out. Anytime you want to try to cut and cheat, I'm going to be at the other end, cut you off. Best friends make better enemies, Levi. It's war.
I love it. You want to try and get a shortcut? You're going to have to deal with Big Brother. We'll be back after this.